welcome to X Factor presented by Xfinity. I'm Tori Petrie in Xfinity studio, joined by TJ Lang. TJ, are those Q-tips right now?
They sure are, Tori, and I did not have any clever puns for you this week about Q-tips. It's just my desk, I picked them up.
It's week 15 when you're resorting to Q-tips to make your X. Hopefully we can get a little bit of holiday spirit back in things next week for the week of Christmas. But let's hop into who your X Factors are this week. Which X Factor needs to play well for the Lions in order to win against the Titans on Sunday?
Well, Tori, no secret what Tennessee's going to try to do this week. One guy that I think has really, kind of salvaged the year a little bit defensively is John Penasini. He kind of got off to a little slow start. You expect that from rookies, right? But the last few games in particular, he's been doing an awesome job of stopping the run, something that they had a hard time with many games early in the season. You take a look at this play last week against Green Bay. It's not perfect. He kind of gets cut off by the left guard at first. At that point, you want to push the left guard. You want to try to compress the hole a little bit, which he does, plays for a cutback, brings down Aaron Jones for a tackle for loss. He only had 2 tackles last week in the run game, but, he is in on every single play. He also drew a big holding call last week, which ended up being a big call late in the game for the defense as well, being able to get off the field. But we all know the monster that they're going to have to face this week. I'm assuming you probably know who the X Factor is going to be for Tennessee as well.
Yeah, I think that one's going to be pretty obvious. Let me guess, King Henry.
Yes. Yeah. This guy is an absolute machine. I mean, he's on pace. Who knows? I mean, this guy can get to 2,000 yards. I think he's at 1,500. Yeah. He's got 14 touchdowns. He gets 25, 30 carries every game. He just does not slow down. And the impressive thing about him is he gets stronger as the game goes on. You watch some of his fourth quarter runs, he's just as fast as he is on play 60 as he is play 1. So that's super impressive. Last week, you take a look at this 3rd and 1, just a simple little misdirection play. You got the line going to the left, you got Henry going to the right, finds a gap. The thing that impresses you about him being 250 pounds is his speed, right? We saw earlier in the season, he had a 94-yard run. That's very impressive for a man his size, and he's going to present a big challenge. The one thing that the Lions have in their favor, first time they played Green Bay, 200 yards rushing, really not a good day. Last week, they bounced back, hold Aaron Jones to less than 70 yards. So that's something that they can hang their hat on defensively, is that they have shown that they're able to adjust and do anything they can to improve, clean up the mistakes, stop the run. Obviously, it's going to be a huge focal point this Sunday.
Yeah, he's a big man who can run fast. TJ, how much would Derrick Henry beat you in a race by?
How far are we talking, Tori? 100 yards, he'd probably beat me by about 70 yards at this point. Yeah, he's I tell you what, you don't see that combo very often of guys that are that big and physical matched up with the speed that he has. I think that this guy he's one of the most dynamic players in all NFL. Thankfully for the Lions, you only have to play him once every 4 years, because that's not a guy that you want to see necessarily in your division. You got to go against a whole lot.
Yeah, 215 rushing yards from Henry last week, along with 2 touchdowns. That's a guy the Lions have to contain. TJ, thank you so much for joining us on X Factor presented by Xfinity. We appreciate you always. So from Xfinity Studio, I'm Tori Petrie.